Well, today is Memorial Day,
Mm-hmm.
and we're honoring all the people that died
Yeah.
in these horrible wars that didn't need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
My father didn't need to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
So, after my father got out of high school
Mm-hmm.
and nearly died from malnutrition, he joined the military because it was a job. It was 3 square meals a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent off they created all this lack.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happened, and all of a sudden the economy went down. They took the economy down.
Mm-hmm.
The people that own all the banks and all the industry and that start wars. They started wars to get rich, and then they sent everybody off to war,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got rid of all their jobs, and then they sent everybody off to war so they could. My father was one of them, and then they pitted our country against these other countries, and people were warring and killing each other for no good reason, just to make these fat cats rich. These people in charge. And it's as though my father was a cow and got sent off to war, like a farmed animal, to kill people he didn't know. They were afraid of him, and he was afraid of them, and there was no reason for that. It was just a lie. And they went off to war for a lie, to make these other people rich. And it's just a horrible injustice and a crimes against humanity that my father went through, and all these other people that died went through. And today is Memorial Day, and we get to honor our parents. My father was 19 years old when he joined the Navy. They had nowhere else to go. There was no work, there was no jobs, no economy. They took it down on purpose. Just like what happened in 2008. Same exact thing. And I've been fortunate that I haven't followed in my father's footsteps and was able to avoid war, the Vietnam War and all these other wars since then. We've been at war since World War II. We've never gone off of war footage in this country, and that's why the president has these extra powers to send people off to war and start wars like the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War and all these other wars, proxy wars, to keep these presidents in power and the people that put them in power, that sent my father off to war. And I tell you what, people like me and others around this world, in other countries, we're not going to do it anymore. We're not going to war. What if there was a war and nobody showed up? What if people kept paying their taxes? And our government that govern us, sent all our money off to these warlords in Afghanistan and such, and let our roads and bridges fall and crumble apart, and our economy go down to nothing, and ship all our jobs off around the world, so we can be poor and they can tell us what to do, and suck us like vampires.
Yeah.
And that's what they did to my father, only worse. And now that we've seen the pattern, and it's happened over and over again,
Right.
we're not going to let it happen anymore.
Because they don't
We're joining in with people around the world,
Right.
like this beautiful person here,
Oh, thank you.
to say no to war. We're standing up. No one's sending me off to war.
You are
And none of my
scared.
children
Yeah.
and anybody I know. And the greatest war, really, is inside of each of us. And I honestly believe when we each go inside ourselves and find peace inside of ourselves, and we can all do it one by one and achieve peace inside of ourselves,
Right.
I declare peace inside myself. I can be kind and loving to other people and honestly reach a Christ consciousness and be like Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene and all these ascended masters and saints. We will have reached peace inside of ourselves, and the peace will no longer happen in the world.
Yeah.
On this Memorial Day, give thanks to and think about all the people that died for us to come to this realization. to want to create peace and declare peace.
Right.
We have a Department of Defense and War, but we need a Department of Peace. You can't have both. And we need a new governance. And we all are co-creators with the great creator of all that is. And it's up to us to find peace in ourselves so that we can create peace in this world.
Yes.
I love my father and I miss my father on this Memorial Day 2015. Thank you, and may you all find peace.
Thank you, Jeff, for being peace. Demonstrate it so that we are, you know, affecting each other.
Uh-oh.
We might have to take a break.
Uh-oh.